Hey, coach, who doesn't want to start a new chapter with money, right? But the question is, how do you do that and where do you start? So let me help you because starting your new chapter with money can be a lot easier than you think. I'm Kendall. Tune in to today's episode where I'm giving you my insights into why women are lining up in record numbers to start a new chapter with money. And I'm sharing with you 3 simple steps you can implement today to start a new chapter with money for yourself today. Plus, I do get a little personal about where I am also stretching and creating that new chapter for me as well. Because new chapters, they're exciting and they're full of optimism, which feels so good. It's all here for you in this episode of the Money Coach School podcast. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Money Coach School podcast. To really excel at coaching women, you have to be skilled, confident, and even fearless at money coaching. If you're passionate about women holding genuine money power and love supporting women entrepreneurs, then this is the show for you. Now here's your host, money feminist Kendall Summerhawk.
Hello, beautiful coach. Yep, today we're talking about money. Specifically, how to start a new chapter with money, which is a hot topic for women entrepreneurs in general, and of course, for women in the coaching space. I always have a choice when I talk about money coaching to make it all about you, the coach, or to talk about money coaching with clients, or sometimes both, which is what I'm doing in today's episode. So what I'm seeing is a rapid increase in the number of women entrepreneurs who are wanting coaching on their dynamic with money, their relationship with money. And I think this makes sense for 2 reasons. One is the number of women in business for themselves is increasing at an exponential rate in numbers truly that we've never seen before. So we have more and more women in business. And then the second reason is because everything about a business links back directly to money. A business's charter is to provide amazing service in exchange for money. How much you charge relates to money. Sales conversations, the number of offers being made every month, how much money the business brings in, how much profit is kept, how much you pay yourself, how you feel about paying taxes, everything related to money. And then there is getting support with an assistant or team and how much you pay them. Again, all related to money, quite directly, yes, but more importantly and more impactfully related to your personal dynamic with money. It's a lot, isn't it? And I'm sure you, like most women entrepreneurs, understand this because it's right in front of you every day. So you and they are super motivated to do something to shift that dynamic from wherever it is right now into a new, more positive place, to start a new chapter with money. And thank you to money coaching, we women have the opportunity and the tools to start that new chapter and to not be a settler, settling for what is. We get to shift into what we want. So let's talk about how you do that, because new chapters are exciting, they're full of optimism, and that feels so good, which is what we coaches love to do, is to feel good. All right, so step number 1 to starting a new chapter with money is to start by discovering your money personality type. So you can think of this as your money DNA. Now, the best, most accurate, and most specific personal assessment is my Sacred Money Archetypes free quiz. There are 8 unique money personalities or archetypes that shape your money habits and money goals. You can discover your unique money personality so that you can overcome your money challenges and sabotages and earn more money using the assessment at sacredmoneyquiz.com. That's sacredmoneyquiz.com, and I will also link to the assessment in the show notes. So sacred money archetypes, the way to think about this, it's really like the compass that will unlock your unique personality around money. So you can use it to your advantage instead of letting it silently sabotage you. Without knowing and leveraging your money personality, you're going to end up most likely sabotaging your pricing, your business model, the type of clients you attract, the team you may be looking at hiring. Trying to do business against your archetype or in a way that feels out of alignment or difficult in some way, it literally is costing you money. Within your unique money personality is what I think of as a healthy and worthy dynamic with money, and specifically with your money strengths that you can leverage in your business to earn more and create a path to wealth based on who you truly are. You do not have to change who you are to be successful. And I think that's so important to understand because some people think, oh, their archetype is better or more suited for making money. And that is just not true. You do not have to change who you are to be successful. Every money archetype has a path of wealth laid out for them. So, knowing your money archetype will unlock your path to growing your business and your income because you are designed to succeed. You just have to know how to move forward and how to work with your strengths with money because, yes, you do have strengths. Everyone does. And knowing your money types is how you can stop battling your weaknesses and stop putting obstacles to success in your own path. So that's step number one. And again, I will link to the assessment in the show notes, or you can go straight to sacredmoneyquiz.com and take that free assessment. All right. Step number two to starting a new chapter with money is giving yourself permission to make more. Now, I know this sounds a little airy, but it actually has much, much more significance than you might at first realize. So let me explain. As women, most of us have been ingrained with this idea that we have to wait for permission. Guys don't do that. They surge ahead. They don't think about asking for permission. They just make their moves. No real thinking about it, and usually no overthinking. But for women, we've been trained and ingrained for thousands of years. We have to receive permission. Even as recently as within the last few decades, women could not open a bank account or take out a loan or get a mortgage or get a credit card without permission from their husband. So while all of this absolutely makes my blood boil, the truth is we're still dealing with this idea and this mindset that is placed on us by society. So waiting for permission shows up in business by worrying if it's okay, and I'm putting okay in air quotes, to charge more, if it's okay to create packages instead of charging by the hour, if it's okay to make more than our parents, if it's okay to make more than your salary, if you're coming into coaching from a job or if you're still in a job and coaching is your side income stream. If it's okay to make a lot more than the team member you may have working for you part-time. If it's okay to have more money in the bank than your spouse or partner. If it's okay to make an offer to a potential client who may not be in the best shape financially, but who is highly motivated to change. Now, these are just some, and quite truthfully, just a few examples of how permission seeking shows up in your coaching business. And trust me, there are so many more examples I could list. Not only for you and your business, but for the women entrepreneurs that you want to be coaching. We know that you want to feel free. We know that you want to feel at peace with money. You want to have a free and empowered dynamic with money. This is where knowing your money archetypes is such a powerful tool for you because every money archetype is going to let go of permission seeking in her own way. For example, we have a graduate of Sacred Money Archetype certified coach training tell us that as an accumulator, that was her top archetype. Of course, she knew she was good at numbers, she was detailed, and of course, very, very frugal and naturally cautious. That's just all part of the nature of being an accumulator. By getting certified in Sacred Money Archetypes, she shifted her business model from a very low hourly rate to offering a streamlined duo of packages, so just 2 packages, and in her own words, massively increased her pricing. Do I think she could charge more? Yes, I do, but that's okay. That's me as a coach, and of course, I love to push people on their pricing. Now, those changes she made may sound like obvious changes, but they're actually huge. Because without them, she was working weekends, she was severely undercharging, and of course, massively over-delivering. Now she's given herself permission to not work weekends. She's making more and she's feeling really comfortable with her offers and her work hours. She's enjoying her clients. Like everything has shifted for her. So let's look at a different example from a coach whose top archetype is Maverick. Mavericks are rebels. They hate conforming and they chafe at the idea of seeking permission. And yet, as women, there's still an undercurrent of that holding us back. So when this coach learned she was a maverick, It's like she deeply exhaled. She said it gave her deep permission to show up fully as who she is in her coaching business, to boldly brand her brilliance, and to be unapologetic about making a lot more money than her family. And she reported starting to create $25,000 cash months as a result. All right, step number 3 to starting a new chapter with money is putting your sacred money archetypes and your new sense of giving yourself permission into action. I'm going to give you a really ridiculously simple way to do this, but hang with me because it's actually going to be quite impactful for you. So this can be as simple as writing down the number. Yes, writing it down. Don't just think about it. Writing down the number you want to give yourself permission to make in your business. This is your income coming in number before taxes, before expenses. So in other words, the total cash flowing into your business. Write that number down. But here's the impactful part of this very simple exercise. Write it down after taking the Sacred Money Archetypes quiz, the assessment, and learning about your archetypes. Because I guarantee that a romantic's number is not going to be the same as a ruler's, which happens to be my top archetype. Now, once you write that number down, I want you to do 1 second thing. I want you to double the number and write that down. When you look at that doubled number written in front of you, what permission do you need to give yourself in order to create that number, in order to make that money? Now, I'm going to be totally vulnerable here with you. So for me, I am a ruler, maverick, and accumulator. My doubled number means I have to give myself permission to be more visible and to feel safe being more visible. Because to achieve my doubled number means creating greater reach. Now, we already have certifications and trainings in my Money Mastermind, all of which our clients absolutely adore. But to double means doing some things I've never done before. And for my pretty secretive ruler, maverick, and accumulator combination, that's a little scary. But how cool is that, right? Now I know where I need to give myself permission. And I can remember that I've done lots and lots of scary things in my business since I started it. I've been in business about 23 years now, and I certainly did not make nearly $30 million without doing scary things, right? And I have made nearly $30 million, and I was scared. So I know that I can do that. So now I can get really detailed and specific about what that greater reach looks like, where I want to be showing up online, and in what ways. And that's going to be the real shift for me. And I can adapt my decisions and choices from there. This is creating a new chapter with money and a new chapter in how I continue to grow as a woman entrepreneur. So to start your new chapter with money, step number 1 is to discover your money personality using my Sacred Money Archetypes quiz. It's free. Step number 2 is giving yourself permission to make more by looking at where your money archetype can be more fully expressed. And step number 3 is putting your sacred money archetypes and your new sense of giving yourself permission into action by simply writing down the number you want to give yourself permission to make in your business and then doubling it and asking, what permission do I need to give myself to create that number? You know, creating a new chapter with money is deep work. It's soul work, and it will open up for you not only greater income, but truly a greater expression of who you are. And to me, that's the really exciting part. So a quick recap here. To get the Sacred Money Archetype assessment, you can go to sacredmoneyquiz.com. There's also a free video training bundle that you get with that assessment. It's all free, and you're going to discover so much about yourself. I know it will be life-changing for you, and I can't wait to see you start a new money chapter. And to get trained and certified as a Sacred Money Archetypes coach so that you can bring this exciting, powerful coaching into your business, or so that you can start a brand new business centered on Sacred Money Archetypes, you can go to sacredmoneyarchetypes.com, and that is plural, sacredmoneyarchetypes.com, and I'll link to it in the show notes. All right, so remember, coaching changes lives, starting with yours. Thank you for listening. Thank you always for your loyalty. I appreciate you for being on your coaching journey with me and being on your money reinvention journey with me. Be sure to screenshot this episode, share it on social, tag me at Kendall Summerhawk on Instagram. I would so appreciate it so very, very much, actually. And if you're inclined, take 1 or 2 minutes, leave me a 5-star review. I would love that. All right. Thank you so much, my beautiful soul, and I will see you here next week for our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Money Coach School podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you follow so you never miss an episode. Also, I would so love and appreciate if you would leave a 5-star review. Your review supports women just like you in discovering all of the juicy tips and insights I'm sharing here on how to coach women on money. And if you want to learn how to excel at coaching women on money, definitely go to kendallsummerhawk.com and check out the wealth of money coach trainings that we have for you. Thanks so much for being part of this money coaching movement and for tuning into the show every week.